What's up, guys? Today is March 13th, which if you're from Kentucky or familiar with our turkey season this year, you know we're exactly 1 month out from the season opener here, and man, I'm so excited. I don't think I've ever had this much anticipation for any season opener in my life. I don't know why, but I think I've watched about every turkey hunting video that's ever been posted on YouTube, and brought my mouth call with me to and from work for the last couple weeks. It's 20-30 minute commute, and I've just been practicing with that every day, just trying to get my fix, you know. But today's a real warm day. It's about 75 right now, which is kind of abnormally warm for this time of year, and I figured I'd take that opportunity to get out and dust the old shotgun off. Ain't shot it since about last April, so figured I'd get it out, and we're going to shoot it, make sure it's still hitting and everything, and kind of show you what I'm working with this year and what I'm going to be using, and a shotgun choke and shells and all that good stuff, and see how it patterns. But yeah, I'll show you what I'm using. Which, don't make fun of me, because this is an old school shotgun. It's the old Mossberg 835, the old school camo. I mean, this thing's probably 25-30 years old. My dad gave it to me to use years ago, and I've just never used anything else. You know, as the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And this thing ain't failed me yet, so I've never felt the need to upgrade from it. However, I did upgrade. If you can see the sights on it, just the little True Glow sights on Amazon. Heck, they were 30 or 40 bucks. Put them on a couple years ago, and seemed to help a lot. And I'll show you the choke here that I use, if you can see it. That's the Carlson's Long Beard XR choke for it. Man, this gun paired with that, which I'll show you, the actual Long Beard XR shells, which is what I use, the 3.5 inch 5-shot. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've never had any problems with them. They shoot great. I know a lot of people are using TSS nowadays, and I'm sure it works for them and would probably work for me too, but like I said, you know, it's never failed me, so I've never felt the need to upgrade. I believe a 10-pack of them are like 25-30 bucks. I know about 10 shots of TSS probably be 100 to 150, so I'll stick with what I got until it fails me, like I said. But yeah, it shoots really good. This gun, you know, and I prefer the 3.5 with it, just because, you know, the little bit of kick that it may bring with it, I think it's worth it. You know, you're just sending more shot at the bird, and I think that's always a good thing. I don't mind the kick or anything with it. And so yeah, I'm gonna put some targets out. I'll probably, which the way I got my truck situated here is, you know, I'm gonna try to put these targets on some old stumps or pieces of brush, so it might not be exact 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can, but I'm gonna try to shoot those 4 ranges and see how it does, and prop it up on my truck. So got my truck sitting right here, so I can prop it up, my gun right here, and put the camera on it, but where the targets are going to be is just wherever I can put them, and we'll see what the distance is and then give it a go. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and set the first target out. We'll try 20 first, see what it does, and then we'll move on out from there. So let's see what it does. Alright, well, here's our 20, which I guess if anything might be a touch to the left, but I mean, look what a hole. I will say it is a pretty tight pattern, 20 yards and in, so I mean, you gotta be dead on it, no doubt, but I mean, that about blew its head off, so I ain't gonna complain with that. So now let's see what 30 does. Alright, so again, that was our 20, and that was our 30. Man, I think the 30 looks very good as well. A little bit wider pattern, but I mean, I think about 30 is the sweet spot with this one. I mean, that is a solid spread right there. Sorry if you can't hear, I got the homemade earplugs in today with the napkins. And I've also got the toboggan, putting it right there on the shoulder, you know. Gotta have a little padding from that 3.5 inch shot, and ain't no point in punishing my shoulder, it ain't done nothing wrong. So gonna use this for a little bit of padding. Hopefully my shoulder ain't sore tomorrow, but I'm gonna go ahead and see how close we can get to 40. I don't think it'll be, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get right at 40. There's nothing for me to set a target on. I don't want to put it on a nice looking tree and shoot it all to pieces. So I'm gonna range what it is to this brush pile right here. I'd say it's probably 45, 50 yards. So we might have to skip 40, and we're kind of running out of daylight, so I don't want to have to move the truck around and fool with all that. So we'll try and see what we got here. I think it's 45 or 50, and we'll put the last shot in and see what it does. All right, guys. Sorry we couldn't get a 40-yard one down there. Just wasn't going to work out with where I could set this target at here. So I ended up ranging this one. This one was at 47 yards, which again, I mean, for that distance, it's pretty darn good looking pattern. I think we got, I mean, probably, I don't know, 15 to 20 shots at least that hit the bird, and probably 10 to 15 of them are some very good ones, you know, head and neck area. So that's pretty good, especially for it being, you know, Long Beard XR, not the TSS, which, you know, like I said, if, you know, my range is probably, I'm never going to shoot a turkey past 50 yards regardless. Even if, you know, TSS can reach 60, 70 yards, I just don't feel comfortable shooting that with the sights I have and everything, and, you know, risk wounding a bird or something like that. So my effective range is about 50 yards anyways, and the Long Beard XRs, you know, shells do great up to that distance. So I'm happy with it. I think it looks pretty good, so I don't think there's a whole lot of need to waste a whole lot more shells and punish my shoulder anymore. So we're just going to leave it at that. I'll go over here and show you the three together right here in just a second and see what you think. Alright guys, well, here's the results of the 3 shots. Sorry I didn't get 20, 30, 40, 50 like I'd planned. Like I said, I got my truck parked here and just kind of was setting my target on some brush and tree stumps and whatnot, shoot it on. I didn't want to set anything on a good living tree, and didn't want to move my truck either because I'm running out of daylight. So I was able to get 20, 30, and then just shy of 50. So, and I didn't want to sit here and shoot a ton of shots either. Like I said, it's pretty well sighted in, and no need to hurt my shoulder any more than what's needed. So right here was the 20. As you can see, absolutely destroyed. I mean, look at that neck area right there. Darn near blow one's head off at that distance. But pretty tight pattern from there. But you know, that's part of it. Of course, there's shots outside of this paper. I just printed off some sheets of paper to use this. I didn't use the bigger turkey targets I have because I knew my gun was pretty well sighted in. There wasn't no point in that. And then got this one right here at 30. Absolutely destroyed it too. Tons of shots all over the place right there. All in that head and neck. Which, I mean, me personally, 30 yards is about the sweet spot for me. If a turkey's coming in and it gets to 30 yards and presents a good shot, I'm going to take it right there because I like the spread right there. And, you know, once you get inside of 20, you know, your margin for error is pretty small as far as where you're aiming and if it's moving its head a lot and whatnot, you know. And you risk it seeing you, of course. So I like a 30-yard shot. That's what I prefer. Then right here is my 50. Well, just shy of 50. Still, tons of good shots right there in the head and neck area. I'll take it. Like I said, I'm never going to shoot one past 50 yards anyways. Even if I had shells that shoot much further than that, I just don't feel comfortable doing it. I don't want to risk missing or wounding a bird or anything. So I keep it within 50 the best I can. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. 3 shots right there again with the Long Beard XR 3.5 inch 5 shots. That's what I've used for the last few years, and I don't see any need to switch up. But I'm interested to see what you all use. Let me know what you all use in the comments. What gun you're running this year, what choke, and what shot. What do y'all prefer? Like I said, I ain't had no need to switch with mine. I know I probably got the old school setup, but it works for me. So, but right now it is 7:36. Sunset's 7:38 here, and I'm gonna see if we can't go hear a turkey gobble for this evening's over with. I ain't went out to roost any all year, ain't heard the first gobble, so I'm gonna pack everything up and go up the road and see if we can't hear the first gobble of the year. Ain't nothing gets me more excited than that. Still got a month to go, but gotta do what we gotta do and get her fixed somehow. So I'm gonna pack everything up and see if we can't hear a couple birds. There's one. Well, we got people camping right here. Not across the river. But I'm about to roost a turkey right here. Hopefully. Alright, maybe not. Oh yeah, baby. 2 tonight. That's the second one. Stopped at 5 places and heard 2, so not too bad. It's a warm day, but I'd say they'll be gobbling them a lot more here in a couple weeks, so we'll come back here maybe next week, see what we can do. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this video. Just got back to the house here. Unfortunately, no turkey being killed on this one. We're still, like I said, we're still a month out from season, unfortunately, but it'll be here before we know it. But yeah guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, because man, I know we're gonna have some cool hunts coming up. Got my buddies coming in, one friend from Alabama and one from Louisville coming in. We're gonna do some hunting opening weekend. We're gonna be I think we're gonna camp out for 3 or 4 days and just get after it. You know, this channel ain't nothing fancy. It's just a few guys that love hunting, just getting after it. So hopefully opening weekend we get a couple turkeys down and have some cool videos for you. I'm hoping after I tag, I'm going to try to go to a couple other states this year and try my luck, but we'll see what happens. So like I said guys, subscribe to the channel and hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you next time.